Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's happy hour. We're going to give it just one quick minute for more people to sign in because I can see the numbers rolling up and I'm actually taking a peek at all the names and getting really excited to see all of you signing in. It has been way too long and I'm so excited. I'm actually out of breath. I'm so excited to be here with you today to explore Whistler, British Columbia. We have some great surprises for you today. Lots of wonderful things to share. I have some really great news. We've been working with our partners to come together and be prepared to dream now and travel soon. We are here to inspire you today to think about offering domestic travel to your clients, and in particular, Whistler, because it's such an amazing destination. And it had actually been quite some time since I was in Whistler. So again, thank you for joining me. I see the numbers are still rolling up. As you know, if you've been with us in the past, we do have a chat at the top. So please put in the chat, tell me what you're drinking, tell me where you've been, what you've been doing. I've missed you all so much. And it's really exciting because we've had some new names come in for this happy hour. So we've got some new faces and new names, and that's really exciting because we are, really wanting to grow the support that we have to sell domestic travel. And we do have some of our US friends joining us today, which is really, really exciting. So I think we're going to get started. Looks like the numbers are just slowing down a little bit. And once again, thank you to all of you for joining this happy hour. I'm just thrilled to be here. Let's get started. Most of you know me. My name is Darcie Guarderas, and I'm the Director of Business Development for Anderson Vacations. I'm the luckiest person in the entire world because I get to travel Canada, and I have been from coast to coast to coast to the third coast, and even been up to Tuktoyaktuk. So I've been very, very fortunate. My passion is Canada, and I'm just so lucky to be able to share it with you. And today we're going to share one of these places that you think everybody goes to Whistler, but to be honest, not everybody goes to Whistler. A lot of people come to Vancouver and we forget to add Whistler on. So by the end of today, I hope that you feel inspired enough to consider adding Whistler on to any of your clients' vacations who are coming out, whether it be to Victoria, to Vancouver Island, where I am, or to Vancouver. Again, let's do the housekeeping. I see that people are starting to chat. I am not looking at the chat because I get distracted, but Pip is here today along with another guest, Jacinta, helping out. They'll be watching the chat and I will be seeing it later, so I will respond to you at the end. There's a question and answer box as well, and if Pip can answer those questions, she will, and if not, I will answer them at the end. So please join us for this 30 to 45 minute journey to Whistler. One thing I always forget to tell you is if you pay attention, I'm going to drop a few hints throughout the presentation. And at the end, there's a series of 3 questions, and we have a lovely couple of prizes at the end of the webinar. So if you pay attention, make a few notes, I'll try and drop some hints to you. Just to let you know that we have spoken to Destination Canada, and this is some really exciting news, you guys. They've done a poll of Canadians, and 80% of Canadians are prepared to travel the moment the restrictions are lifted. And I know right now during this time, it's, we're going through this third wave. It's a tough time, but it is going to get better. And by this summer, we're going to see really great things happen within Canada. So, I don't have a crystal ball, but I am extremely optimistic that things are going to turn around, and vaccinations are now starting to ramp up. So lots of exciting things going on. So I'm just going to check my notes and make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, awesome. I think we're good to go to the next slide. Really great. We put in place all kinds of course, COVID safety protocol for all of the products that we sell. And we have actually qualified for the Safe Travel stamp. And this is really important. This means that we've followed all the rules. We had to apply for this. And you can be really confident that your clients, when they're traveling with Anderson Vacations or any of our partners, that COVID safety is a priority. So that's very important to us at Anderson Vacations. I have a special guest here today, Tours In Whistler. They actually sponsored and hosted us in Whistler. So It was truly amazing. And I have my good friend Corrina Hovard. Hello, Corrina. Welcome.
Hi, Darcie. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for being here. First, before you start, let me just say thank you so much to you for hosting us in Whistler and making the experience unbelievable. I have so much video footage to share with everyone today. I can't believe how many things we squeezed in just those few days. So thank you so much.
Oh, it was our pleasure. Hi, everyone. So as Darcie mentioned, my name's Corrina, and I actually work at Tourism Whistler, and I'm one of those typical people in Whistler who, decided to come to Whistler for a winter, and that was, I think, 15 years ago. Had the winter here, had the spring and summer, and absolutely fell in love and never left. I actually grew up just in North Vancouver, so was used to Whistler, but never spent a lot of time here. But now I do live here full time with my family, as you can see them in the screen there. There's a picture of us going skiing, and we enjoy all the great things that Darcie's going to talk about over this next little while. We do miss all our visitors from, Canada, US, internationally, and we look forward to welcoming everybody back here when the time's right again. So yeah, Darcie, I look forward to seeing all your pictures from your recent trip here.
Thanks, Corrina. Thank you so much for joining us, and I love your photos, and I hope you enjoy the presentation with us today. Thanks so much. So I should mention to all of you, as per normal, we did take a lot of video footage, and there's a couple things you need to remember is that we took these videos with our cell phones, and we are not professionals, and in some cases, a couple of videos, the sound is not exceptional. We are going to send you the recording afterwards so you can watch it again if you want. What's been really fun is I'm getting messages from agents saying, I watched it with my mom and dad, or I watched it with my husband or my partner, and that's really fun. So feel free to share the link when we send it to you. So like I said, the quality is not there, but you'll get the feeling of what there is to see and do in Whistler. Okay, of course it's happy hour, so we have to have our beverage of choice, and so my beverage of choice is Whistler Brewing Company. So they have amazing beers, really, really good. I'm having the Bear Paw Honey Ale, and it actually has local BC honey in it, and it smells like honey, and it actually tastes like honey as well. They have these awesome sample packs where you can get all different kinds of beer in one box, which I love, and they have like a chocolate beer, grapefruit, pineapple, so lots of really fun flavors, and you can pick that up at the liquor stores in BC. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else in Canada. We were talking about that before we came on, but if you have a chance to try Whistler Brewing Company's beer, it is fantastic. So cheers to you. I hope you all have a beverage in your hand today. So where is Whistler? So some of our guests are not from Canada, may not know exactly where it is on this map, but if you look on the left, you can see Vancouver Island, the long narrow. I'll actually use my arrow, this Vancouver Island here, Victoria at the bottom, Vancouver on the mainland, and then directly up here north is Whistler. So you're going on the Sea to Sky Highway, past Squamish up to Whistler. Easy peasy to get there. Now, most of you know that Vancouver has so much to offer, and you include it in itineraries all the time, whether it be someone cruising out of Vancouver or going here for a few days for a little getaway and then jumping over to Vancouver Island, doing Victoria and so on. But like I said before, we don't sell enough Whistler. We really should be adding Whistler as an add-on. And after today, I think you will consider for future bookings, maybe adding that on for your clients to spend a couple of days, not just one night in Whistler. It's not enough time. There's so much to do there, and it's such a beautiful community. But of course, Vancouver is such a fun place. I lived there for a few years, and I do miss the energy of Vancouver. I mean, whether it's Yaletown, Gastown, Chinatown, going over, to Capilano Bridge or Grouse Mountain, hiking and cultural things. There's just so much to do in Vancouver. And if you love to eat out like I do, you know how I feel about food, especially seafood. Vancouver's got the best restaurants, such an incredible eclectic selection of restaurants, nightclubs, and those are all going to open up eventually. So when they do, it is so important for us to support local. And if you are in BC right now or anywhere else in Canada, support your local restaurants by doing takeout if you can, because we need to support these businesses now more than ever. So the Sea to Sky Highway, this is the highway I just mentioned that we drove out to Whistler, and this drive is one of the most beautiful drives in the world. I don't just say that, lots of people say that. You'll read it in magazines. Excuse me, you're going to pass waterfalls, national parks, and on your way, you should definitely stop in Squamish. There's a place there called Brackenridge, I think it's called. I think it's Breckenridge. I'll have to double check that. Brackendale maybe, where you can stop and see the bald eagles, where they have like over 1,000 bald eagles at certain times of year. If you go in the morning, you can see them. Just beautiful. This drive, like I said, is beautiful. And most times people are driving from Vancouver to Whistler. They enjoy the drive, but they don't stop along the way. And there's so many great places to stop. For example, Squamish has adorable little restaurants and cafes. One place that we went to was called Fergie's Cafe, which was adorable. And then little bookshops. It's just quaint and cute, and lots of activities. It's really well known for cycling, like mountain biking and things like that. So outdoor adventure and activity in Squamish. And then as you're driving along, there's another place I'm going to show you in just one moment where you should definitely stop. Now, this is one of our first videos. I must tell you the sound is not very good on it, so you have to listen carefully, but don't worry, I will not talk over it. This is the place that the Britannia Mine Museum, everybody drives by. Everybody, there's people who've driven to Whistler who've lived in Vancouver their entire lives and driven by the Britannia Mine Museum, and you can't miss it. It's on the right-hand side of the road, this big, huge historic building. And people say, oh, I wonder what that's like. Well, it is amazing. And you absolutely have to stop there and visit it and send your clients there and build it into the packages. I'm sure as an industry person, we can get you in there and get you some kind of deal, but your clients should definitely experience this. So I'm going to start the video now. You take a peek at this, and we're going to get into a few more videos starting right now. Welcome to the Britannia Mine Museum. You're looking at the Sea to Sky Highway behind me and beautiful mountain vistas. The Britannia Mine Museum has been here since 1904, and for over 70 years, it was pulling ore out of this area. So you're inside these amazing caves. If you have claustrophobia, look out. It's really, really cool. You go through, see this giant truck, actual truck. Look how tiny I am. And you can actually go panning for gold. So if you're with kids, kids love it. But you know what? I loved it too. I felt like I was 5 years old panning for gold. I didn't want to stop. And at Britannia Mine Museum, they have this new incredible show. It's called Boom. It's a multi-sensory live action attraction, and I didn't know anything about it before I went in, and it blew me away. It was like a Disney-like attraction, worth every penny. It's great for all ages. And while we walked through the Britannia Mine Museum, we had a guide, because you can do the guided tours as well as self-guided. His name was Derek, and he was phenomenal. I could have spent hours there. So this is a great stop. You've got to add it to your itineraries for your clients. Okay, so along the way, of course, you want to stop the Sea to Sky Gondola, which is not open right now, but I believe it's going to be open spring of 2021. So soon, in the next couple months. I haven't seen an update, but it's about 45 minutes from Vancouver to the Sea to Sky. It's about an hour and 40 minutes from Vancouver all the way to Whistler. So it's like midway in between. And there's all kinds of attractions at the top of the mountain. You've got a suspension bridge, really great hiking here as well. The Via Ferrata, which is where you do this crazy climbing on the sides of the mountains. So for adventure seekers, really, really fun. And you can pre-purchase your tickets. Many of these attractions, because of COVID, the tickets do need to be pre-purchased. They'd be included in your packages that we would put together for you, but also they would need to make a reservation time so that they don't get there and it's totally busy and they don't get in. So we do want to book ahead for that as well. Let's talk a bit about Whistler. Now, Whistler is this incredible, there's a vibe here, like Corrina said, it's just like something nowhere else I've ever seen. It's got this, it's really quite large actually. I always say it's a tiny village, but it's not tiny. And it's a pedestrian village, so you can walk everywhere, so you feel really safe with kids and families. And it's got wonderful restaurants. We tried to do a different restaurant every day, and there was just so many to choose from. Whistler, just a little fact to share with you. I wasn't sure what Whistler, how it was named, but it was actually named after the hairy marmots, which are these little creatures that live on the mountains that make a whistling noise. And that's where they got the name Whistler from. Now, most people think of Whistler because of Whistler Blackcomb and the skiing there, because of course it has world-class skiing. But Whistler is so much more than just skiing. It's super dog friendly, which I absolutely loved. And there's just so much to do and see in this area. Now, we stayed at the Delta Whistler Village Suites. I love this hotel. This is one you definitely should consider for your clients. We had an incredible 2-bedroom suite with a huge open space. The word that comes to mind when I think of the Delta Whistler is hospitality. From the moment that we arrived at this hotel, there wasn't a single person who didn't make us feel like we were the most important people in the world. And they didn't treat just us that way. I watched from the sidelines, and that's how they treated every single guest. Even the management would come down to the lobby and greet you. And on something really special on the wall in the lobby, they have a rotating photograph, photographs of dogs, all the past dogs that have stayed at this hotel, and they're super dog friendly. So if you're a dog lover, it's so fun because when you're going through the lobby, you see all kinds of dogs, and the location is phenomenal. They have a great restaurant in-house, but from here you can walk absolutely everywhere. So as far as a home base, it's great. If you're a skier, you can tuck your skis away. They have a ski shop, which changes in the summertime. Now we went kind of in the wintertime, but there's so many great programs for summer coming up as well. So you'll see a lot of my stuff is winter because that's when we were there, but great programs for summertime coming up too. So late summer and into the fall, you should be able to sell this to your clients. I'm not going to tell you too much about this till it's over. Here's another video for you. Make sure you have your volume turned up. This is a place that I knew nothing about, went in, and I love to be surprised. And this blew me away. Lumina, Valley of the Lights. Here we are in a magical forest surrounded by lights and colors, incredible music, a great experience for anyone of any age coming to Whistler looking for something a little bit off the beaten path. Now they have these holograms. So it looks like these people are inside this tent, and it looks so real. And as you walk through the forest, you can see people inside these tents doing different things. These men were gambling inside this tent, and I thought there were people inside until I realized that it was like almost like holograms. And as you walk through, you'll see all kinds of really beautiful experiences. This thing blew me away. I spent a good hour, maybe an hour and a half walking through. You'll see a little bit more coming up. The shadows, the branches of the trees. Our souls are all connected by the very air we breathe. So that last part where the child is singing and the gentleman's playing the guitar, that's a hologram. So as you're walking through the forest, they just appear out of nowhere. And I actually felt like you could go up and just dance with them because they look like real people dancing. This experience is phenomenal. I think every client should, be forced to do this experience because it was so much fun. And don't give them too much information. Don't tell them too much about it because it's so lovely to be surprised the way we were. Again, some great photos. You can warm up by the fire in the wintertime, but this program also goes in the summertime. It starts a bit later in the evening because it does get dark a little bit later, but well worth it to take families or couples or anyone can experience this and really enjoy it. Okay, the Scandinave Spa. I do not have a video for the spa, but this place is incredible. It's set in the most beautiful backdrop you could ever imagine. And it's one of those spas where you can come and do massage treatments. You can do the hot rock massage, couples massage, and so on. but the pools themselves, the baths themselves, are an experience like no other. You have a circuit that you go through. So you go from hot to cold. And when I say cold, icy cold. And there's a problem because you're not allowed to make any noise. So imagine going from burning hot water to ice cold water and not making a single noise. I had a problem with that. And then you go to a relaxation station, which can be maybe one of the steam rooms or a relaxation room where the music's playing. It's silent, so it's very relaxing. No phones allowed. Everybody needs to experience this. And the setting is like no other. Again, you'd have to make appointments, or your clients would have to make an appointment to go and visit this. And you do have to wear masks in the common, like, closed areas. And we did wear masks. It was no issue whatsoever. And I do recommend that you send your clients here as well. And we can include this in your packages. Now we went to Squamish Lil'wat Cultural Center. I'll put the video on because it pretty much speaks for itself, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about it.
At Anderson Vacations, it is our priority to offer your clients off the beaten path experiences, just like we are right now here in Whistler at the Lil'wat First Nations Cultural Center. We're here to explore this magnificent building and teach you about the 2 First Nations groups that occupy this area.
So as you can see, it's a beautiful building made of cedar, and they have all kinds of incredible art that you can view and walk through at your own pace. They have a beautiful cafe downstairs. It's called the Thunderbird Cafe, where you can have indigenous food, where you can have bannock tacos or salmon and bannock. And this little gift shop here is so lovely. It's probably one of my favorite gift shops I've ever been in a cultural center. And the prizes for today are actually from this gift shop. So they're very special. It's very beautiful with lots of bold colors, and it is a celebration of First Nations culture. And you should know, as travel consultants, that 1 in 4 Canadians are seeking out an Indigenous experience. So you can't go wrong by sending your clients here. Another great photo, a few photos of the inside of the building. We actually hosted our Anderson Vacations retreat here a couple of years ago and had a lovely dinner in this building, and the building itself is worthwhile for visiting. Snowmobiling, well, this pretty much speaks for itself. You know how much I love to get out there and find adventure, so I will start the video on this one.
So this activity, snowmobiling, is for families, singles, couples, anyone looking for a little bit of adventure. Nothing dangerous at all, but a great opportunity for your clients to explore outdoors, just forget about everything and truly enjoy this need for speed.
Beautiful mountain vistas.
Ancient Cedars Trail on my very own snowmobile. There's so much more to Whistler than just skiing. If you've got clients looking for action and wild fun, this is it.
That was super fun. And you know what? We thought it was going to be like cloudy and yucky when we got there. That was the weather forecast, but it was like the skies opened up. We had blue skies. It was truly beautiful. We spent at least a good, I think it was about 2 hours. And there were several families lined up to go snowmobiling when we were there that day. So it's a very popular activity. It is not an inexpensive activity, and people are signing up for this. They're doing it. So that is great commission for you when we include those in the packages. That's for sure. Another great activity that I just love. And you know what? It really is disconnecting. As we move forward this year, people are looking for being outdoors. They want us, wide open spaces. And it's really important to try and offer domestic travel while we can right now to support our local businesses, like I mentioned before. And there's a fact: if 2/3 of Canadians spent their intended spend in Canada versus international travel over the next year, it would save over 150 jobs in the tourism industry. So we need to promote and sell Canada.
I've left my phone behind, not a worry or care in my mind. I'm enjoying some outdoor fresh air, snowshoeing, and the best of Whistler.
Super fun. Not too much more to say other than you just want to get out there and enjoy. And some great shots of views of the wintertime. And of course, with summer coming, lots to do in the summertime too, and I'll get to that in just a minute. I have another video of dog sledding, and most of you have been to my Yukon presentations in the past where I've done dog sledding there, and I've got to tell you, it was very different in Whistler. In the Yukon, in most cases, it's been like wide open trails that you're on. This was really action-packed, and I wasn't expecting it, so it was really fun. I had lots of laughs enjoying this, and you get to see the puppers, so I'll let you take a peek at this.
Boy, wow, he likes you, Darcie. He doesn't even like my assistant manager that much.
These dogs love to run. This is what they live for. They want to run. That's Gordon, and he was our guide for the day. He was phenomenal. So he's just getting the dogs rigged up before we go.
I'd like to introduce you to Bert and Jasmine. Weedy, just to name a few of these incredible dogs that are pulling me on my dog sled adventure. This is just one of the wonderful excursions that your clients can get through Anderson Vacations, fully commissionable to you.
So much fun. And you can see here, this is another family that joined that went right after us. Oh no, that's still me. There's another video of some family. So it's great for all ages. It really did have my adrenaline going. So as you can see, it's adventure. It's a lot of like ups and downs and around bends and corners and things. And like I said, I wasn't expecting that. So I was laughing the whole entire time. It was tons of fun. And again, very COVID safe. So your clients can be really comfortable doing that experience. Now, zip lining. So some people aren't all that comfortable with heights. I'm getting better with heights, and these were pretty tall zip lines. Again, very COVID safe. The best guides I've ever had for zip line. I've done zip line all around the world, and I thought this was one of the best ones I've ever done. The guides were absolutely phenomenal. So let me just show you this video. And again, if the quality is not the best, I apologize, but you'll get, and I know for a fact at the end of this, the sound goes down quite quiet, but we will send you the recording so you can see it again, but hopefully you'll get the idea of the experience.
Do all the way down or just?
As many as you can, until it
You can
tightens
sit
up.
down a little bit, get comfortable, make sure everything's okay.
Okay, take it away.
Can I take this down, and as long as I put it on
You
before I
can
go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, take it away whenever you're ready. I'll follow on.
It's fast, like really fast. I felt like I was going a million miles an hour, and he passed me, and he was amazing. He took our camera and took some footage for us. You can see the valley below. Just beautiful. And this whole thing lasted like not even 60 seconds. I think it was like 30 seconds to go across. So it is fast. And it's a series of 5 zip lines, but there's 3 different packages that you can take advantage of depending on what you're looking for.
Here we go.
The sound is terrible on this, but I'm gonna leave it on anyway, just so you can hear the very end. And I should mention that they'll actually lend you a GoPro. So they'll lend you the GoPro, you can take it with you, and then afterwards you pay a nominal fee and you can get the footage from inside the GoPro, which is really fun. That's how we were able to get such great footage of ziplining. Okay, so summertime, there's tons of stuff to do in the summertime as well, as I mentioned. So of course, not snowmobiling, but instead of snowmobiling, you can do ATVing, which is extremely similar to snowmobiling. Lots of outdoor adventure, outdoor spaces, and get to go through the water, lots of creeks and things. And again, great for all ages and COVID safe. So another great option to do during the summertime, spring, summer, fall, until the snow falls again. And canoeing in the summertime is really great. There's this awesome company, I think I have the notes here. They do self-guided canoe trips where you do it on your own, or you can actually go with a guide who takes you. And then they also have stand-up paddle boards. So they go on this river. It's also, they have something in the evening called wildlife twilight. So you can go at nighttime, and that's a great time to see wildlife when the sun is setting. So really beautiful experience as well, and a great option for your clients. We've got some great flat sheets that have been attached here. And the most important thing for you to know is that we are here to assist, to help you grow your business. And we'll do these flat sheets for you if you want to promote with your clients. We're saying right now, dream now, travel later. There is that issue with, being careful not to promote too soon, but we do have these available. If you're comfortable with sending them out, we can customize them for you, and they'll have your own contact details, your phone number, and your agency logo if you'd like to put that on there. And we can do that for any destination, but we have some fabulous ones that we have for Whistler. Now, of course, we always have our recipe. This time it's Kahlua Hot Chocolate. This is amazing, whether it's in the wintertime or the summertime. I will send this recipe out to you with our follow-up if you're interested in it. But if you do try it, let me know if you love it as much as I do. And I got some sad news. Our lovely Pip has got an amazing new job. So she is leaving us. And so I wanted, some of you haven't even seen Pip before. I'm not going to put her on the spot and make her come on, but I did want to put some photos on here and say how much I'm going to miss Pip and thank her for everything she's done, because without Pip, we couldn't have had these happy hours. She's been phenomenal. She is changing careers out of tourism into something really exciting. So we're very, very happy for Pip, and I'm going to miss you like crazy, but of course we'll stay in touch. So I also would like to introduce to you Jacinta, who is actually already working with Anderson Vacations. She's working in our group department as our group lead, and she will slowly transition into our marketing role over a period of time. So in many cases, when you're reaching out now, you may be in contact with Jacinta, but I'm sure you all join me in wishing Pip the very best and welcoming Jacinta. And now it's time for our prizes, our questions. So if you could, if you got your camera, it's probably a great idea to take a picture of these. If you've got your phone with you, but I will take a minute here to read them to you so you can even just jot the answers down. Number 1, what experience happens after dark and surrounds visitors with sounds of colorful lights? That's number 1. So write your answer down for that one. Number 2, which resort did I stay at and love, 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 and would stay at again for sure? And number 3, name the mine museum on the Sea to Sky Highway that everybody drives by. And from now on, you're going to stop when you go by there, and your clients are going to stop and enjoy that. My email address is there, so you can send me those. Now, because we have a huge number of participants, I usually try and get back to every single person when they send their answers in, but it will take me a long, long time to do that. So if you don't hear back from me, I'm going to let the winner know. But thank you so much for participating and sending those answers in. If you don't hear from me, it doesn't mean I haven't received them. Now I'm going to flip over to the question and answer, and I'm just going to see. There's a comment here. Yes, I agree, Suzanne. We are definitely hopeful that Whistler, and I know from speaking with Corrina, that Whistler's doing everything they can to get things sorted out. I mean, I think right now there's almost herd immunity in Whistler because it's gone through there a few times. So I'm pretty sure we're on the other side of that fairly soon. And as soon as the restrictions are lifted, then we will be in good shape and we should have Whistler opened up. There is no date at this time as to when. Let me see if there's any other questions. I don't think so. And Pip, if you want to come on, if you have any other questions or anything you wanted me to ask, I'm going to quickly look at, please, questions. I can go back to those questions. Sure, let me do that. There are the questions, and I'll quickly, you see the bowl. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the bowls. Okay, and so that picture of the bowl, that's the prize. That's just one of the prizes. We actually have 2 of those gorgeous bowls. And again, they came from Lil'wat Squamish Cultural Center. So they're beautiful. We handpicked them while we were there. And I see some answers, people putting answers in there, helping people out. That's awesome. More questions coming in. Let me just see if I can answer those. Who's taking over groups? That would be, we're making a transition right now just into still staying with groups, and Wesley is in groups for now, but we are making a transition and bringing one other person in. And we see here, website showing COVID-19 says, okay, we'll fix that up, Sue. Thank you for pointing that out to me. That's great. And I don't see any other questions. If there's any questions in the comments, we'll go back and we will respond to you. Let me see. Do we offer a visit to the winery tour in Whistler? You know what, we do. I don't know if it's commissionable, Natasha, but I'll find out and get back to you on that. And I will be sending that hot chocolate recipe out, Ziad. Absolutely. I'm so glad that you joined us. Thank you for all the lovely comments. Thank you from Ontario. And just a little hint, the Delta, remember the Delta is where I was. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to go through the comments afterward. We've been 40 minutes, so I wanted to thank you all once again for joining us for our happy hour. It means the world to all of us at Anderson Vacations for your support. Thank you. We look forward to doing another happy hour as soon as we're able to travel again. We'll be filming, and just to let you know what is upcoming in the next few months, we will be doing Banff and Lake Louise. We will be doing Churchill, Manitoba, and again, the Yukon, but in person. So we'll leave these questions up. We'll sign off. We'll turn off our cameras. Thank you again. Love all the comments. We will be reading all of them. So thank you so very, very much. And the responses for the questions, if you have them to me by tomorrow afternoon, Friday, that would be great. Thank you, Celine and Diane. Kathy, it's great to hear from you, and I love the comments. So thanks again. We'll see you all very soon. Cheers to you.